Libra, welcome to your next 72. If you're experiencing a delay, you can always come back to your read, all right? If you're new to SGL Spiritual Guide and Light, welcome. Make sure that you subscribe so that you can be a part of the success and growth of this channel. Thank you. If you've already subscribed, welcome back. May you get the confirmation, clarity, and understanding that you seek or need. Okay, everything that you need is in the description box. If you're feeling generous, thank you. CashApp and PayPal information is in the description box. I appreciate your generosity. All right, let's go ahead and see what you need to focus on in the next 72, Libra. What does Libra need to focus on in the next 72? I'm going to do some good shuffles here. So let me just go ahead and give some announcements, Libra. If you do not resonate with this reading, that's okay. Also, you can find a lot of collective and general readings on the SGL Podcast. There are some links that will take you over there. Okay. What else? If something does not resonate with you, that is okay. Store it in your safe deposit box, especially when you have a deja vu. Okay. Or when you're battling and making a decision to go to the left or to the right, or to simply push forward, or to simply stand still. That's that. Just all right, Libra. My apologies. Let's go ahead and see what you need to focus on in the next 72. All right. What does Libra need to focus on in the next 72? All right, what does Libra? Okay. Just as a side note, your soul is expanding. Now, faith your soul is expanding, but faith was in reverse. And so it's in order for your soul to expand, you're going to have faith. Okay. You need to practice faith. Okay. All right. I'm only taking one. So that was a side note. All right. What does Libra need to focus on in the next 72? Whatever you're focusing on, you need to have faith. All right. You need to focus on cosmic gateway. This is Horus. It says your thoughts are magnet and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. Okay. So this is letting me know that you are practicing faith. Someone are on the outside looking in. There is a lack of believing in what it is that you do or believing in what it is that you say, but that's not the issue. In the next 72 here, this is saying that this cosmic gateway is kind of like, I don't want it to make it sound like it's repetitive, but sometimes it has to be. When you're offered a new beginning, right? And a new beginning doesn't necessarily mean like a new start. It's just more so like it feels like a new challenge, but it's not a challenge to be against you on the next 72. It's more so of, if you trust yourself, now is the time for you to have faith, to trust, and all that is. All right. I'm hearing an opportunity awaits here. Okay. Let's see what messages are coming with us. So what you need to focus on here, oh, I see what this is. In order for this cosmic gateway to open, you're going to have faith. What was the other one? I'm trying to remember what the other one was. Oh, goodness gracious. It'll come to me. But faith is the key here. Believing in the evidence of things not seen. This gateway, you cannot see it. Only the stars can. Only the stars can see this. In the next 72, it feels like a gift is being opened, where you have access to something tangible or something that is spiritual related to your gifts. All right. What does Libra need to see in this regards to this cosmic gateway in the next 72? You got to be comfortable with people watching you. You got to be comfortable with paparazzi. Let me tell you this. It is not a crime for someone to stare at you. So with that being known, notice it's more so of, don't worry about who's watching. Okay? Don't worry about what people are thinking. Okay? The Page of Swords. It's kind of like you're going to have to be flexible in the next 72 to the unknown and to the known. What you don't know, don't try to manipulate a situation to find out an answer. Okay? What you do know, it's kind of like this awareness. Okay? And what you do know is, I'm hearing first impressions. And that could be stemming from the lack of faith, with the faith that was, as a side note, came in reverse. Libra, there is this reading, Libra, I believe. I don't know if it was your Let's See reading or if it was Pisces Let's See reading. It's about you sacrificing yourself and putting yourself on the scales to see if your heart is light as a feather. And I feel like by you doing that, having that faith to believe that whatever you've done in life to this point was very brave, Libra. And that's what opens up this gateway. It's not a portal, it's a gateway. Okay? I feel like I said, if you're feeling like you're being watched, it's because those who are connected to this cosmic gateway, It's more so of, it feels like a trial to see if the role fits your position. And if the role does not fit your position, adjustments has to be made in order for you to have access to whatever this new opportunity is that's aligned to you. It's kind of like, Libra, are you ready for this next phase in your life? And it's like your spirit guides as well as the universe is trying to make sure that they're making the proper adjustments for you. But the key thing is, don't get distracted in thinking that favor is not being willed on your behalf, willed in your behalf, meaning the wheel churning in your favor based off of anxiety, of feeling overwhelmed, of being watched, or feeling like you're being attacked for who you are or what you believe in. It's a sense of manipulation that you've already learned to have this control over. It's like, continue to speak life. We have the Three of Cups here. This is mind, body, and soul. The fact that you know yourself, the fact that you know thyself, that's something to celebrate. The fact that you're not giving up on yourself, that's something to celebrate about. There's good news coming on. Whatever this is, it's definitely going to put you in the eye with the Page of Swords here. You may be very mature, and those who have their eyes set on you could be informal, is what I'm getting at. Meaning you may feel like you don't relate. All right, tell me about this Page of Swords. Yeah, it just feels like you're being tested and tried in the next 72. But those who are testing and trying, you don't even realize that themselves too are under a test as well. The test to see if they are going to be given permission to follow you, because you have people that are studying you. And it may come off as uncomfortable. I'm going to get to this Chariot in a minute. Have faith that everything is going to work out. This Seven of Wands, how I look at this Seven of Wands, it's like you can look at it in two different ways with two sets of eyes here, equaling one pair, right? Your two eyes, the left and the right. One way of looking at this Seven of Wands is thinking of you're trying to fight people off. The other way that you can look at this Seven of Wands is there's people trying to help you. They're trying to give you their wand, but you're unable to project that. Okay, with this feeling like your space is being infiltrated, or feeling like someone is evading your privacy. Like I said, it is not a crime for someone to stare at you. But it is a crime for someone. I feel like there's an imposter. Is that what? It feels like this Three of Cups is like, aren't you glad that you fought off whoever these people are? They're the Page of Swords, trying to have access to you, trying to convince you, but it doesn't work. I feel like there's more than one gateway. It feels like being recruited. Tell me about this Three of Cups, the King of Cups. play it cool. We have the 5 of... So there's this worry. That's why the faith was in reverse. It's kind of like trusting all that is and trusting God, trusting the universe is going to will favor as it is your turn. It's like there's still a residue of trust issues here. Hoping that you don't make the wrong choice. I feel like there's more that needs to be said here. What else does Libra need to focus on? A voice of truth. It says, stay strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution, and speak the truth. Yes, exactly what I said. All right, so doing that, you won't be led astray here. There won't be a lack of confusion either. Okay, let's go ahead and keep going. Let's see what you need to acknowledge and speak up about in the next 72 Libra. What does Libra need to acknowledge or speak up about in the next 72? Yeah, have faith. Don't doubt your truth. That's why you're being studied. You already know. Take the shot. This is your shot. Take it. Yeah, they broke your heart. So some of you Libras are going to have to work with people who broke your heart. And it's kind of like the reason why they're working with you is because it's going to bring in money. It has to do with money. And that could be difficult for you to do. Speak your truth. Have you ever heard that saying? Have you ever heard someone say, you don't have to like me to work with me. I'm not here to make friends. It feels like rebel energy is requesting you to be in that headspace, but not in that love space. It's kind of like do what you need to do, kindred soul. Still bring love in the situation and speak your truth. Now your opposite sign, which is Aries, is all about open communication. And you guys coincide together. You're two houses. The first and you're the 7th house, right? Which brings in simplifying it into 8, right? Which deals with choice. It deals with luck. It deals with balance. So you may need to watch Aries reading, or you just need to understand that you have to have open communication here. Like you don't have to like me, but let's make this money. I feel like some of you Libras are saying, no, I refuse to work with anyone that doesn't like me. I don't want to have to look over my shoulders. Voice your truth. If that's not what you want in your space, you have every right to do so. I'm proud of you, Libra, meaning you're not going to sell yourself out. You've already sacrificed your own self and put yourself on the scales. All right, what is the challenges and obstacles, if any, in the next 72 for Libra? Sometimes I'm like, okay, deliver the message, because when I don't understand the message that's coming through, I have to remove myself, Libra. But it all makes sense. Oh, that was, yeah. You got to get used to being comfortable with being watched. has something to do with your money. It says orphaned. Okay. This is letting me know that you have a story to tell. And that's going to be very, very lucrative, confirming this voice of truth here, of the heartbreak and teaching others to be able to get through that. And how do you, not just getting through it, but being able to get to the root of things and being able to resolve things within self, right? Our connections, and being able to evolve. It feels like self-help. It feels like an instruction manual. I feel like if you open up in the next 72, you'll see miraculous things work in your favor. Now, pertaining to challenge here, you're being challenged in the next 72 of not being the victim, not playing the victim, not speaking as if you are the victim, so that you can obtain this money. Okay, it's kind of like now is not the time to say what somebody has done to you. It's more so if someone asks you, voice your truth. Don't volunteer your truth, because when you volunteer your truth, you put yourself into a position where you then have to make a choice. Are you going to allow this ocean to cause a tsunami in your life and being consumed and drowned by your emotions? Or are you going to stay in your position and use your power within and tell these troubled waters to be still? It's up to you. That's free will. Are you going to allow force, or are you going to allow free will? And within that free will, are you going to be logic, or are you going to base your actions off of emotion? All right, pertaining to what tool that you can utilize in the next 72 is turning this story into profit. All right, for some of you, you're planning it, you're getting the details or whatever. For some of you, you're getting ready to launch. All right, let's look at possible foolishness in the next 72, Libra. All right, what messages do you have? We have the Queen of Swords. I love this. You will be successful at maintaining your composure in the next 72. Okay, I like this. So it's no one's making a fool out of you. Okay, whoever's watching you, they can't do it without you. They have to watch and study you. So this is letting you know to not run from the truth. Overall energy in November was the Nine of Swords with divine connection. Trusting this season. Trusting change. Those who broke your heart don't believe that you've changed. We have endings and beginning. We have the old must be released so that the new can enter. For others of you Libras, those who broke your heart, you know that they have not changed. Okay? They look at you as an orphan. For some of you, it's a bastard child, the black sheep. Very unkind. It's an unkind and unpleasant way to look at someone. And those people, you know that they haven't changed, but it's either two things. Either they're trying to attach themselves to what's coming in for you, or there is a need to overlook and release what hurt you and make that money. All right, let's go ahead and look at shadow energy. By any means, Voice your truth, but don't volunteer it. Don't volunteer your truth. Keep your boundaries. Stay responsible when it comes to your mindset and what it is that you entertain. Don't make a fool of yourself in foolish energy. The Queen of Wands is in foolish energy. All right. Is it normal for you to be indecisive for those who've broken your heart? Right? Yeah, it's normal. And that's probably what needs to end, of having it's like repeating the same decision that causes you to feel like this. It's like, now do the opposite. So if you've never said no, now is the time to start saying no in your truth. And it's like, if you're not being asked why or when, don't volunteer, because that gives those who are watching you and studying you and trying to figure out how to infiltrate, that gives them something to work with. But when they ask, right, and then you respond, you're saying, I'm giving you permission to have access to my Queen of Swords. But if there's any form of ill intentions, there's a cost. And that's why there could be a distance, a separation of some sort. You'll be able to understand what I'm saying, Libra, as you practice that, compared to volunteering information of your truth. Telling someone what they actually done, compared to someone saying, what can I do to make it better, or what have I done? And then you telling them, or just literally being in your Queen of Swords, and now you're making a fool of yourself, right? Allowing the jester to play you and entertain you, but in the way of a destructive way. Let's go ahead and look at shadow energy. What shadow energy is in the next 72 for Aries? Libra. They have the 10 of Wands. Okay. This 10 of Wands is will churning in your favor, releasing you from bondage, releasing you from feeling like there's no hope. And remember that faith. No, don't allow anyone to take your faith or rob you of your faith, to manipulate that you can't do something, okay, or you can't be something, because you can. All right, some of you are learning how to turn off and on your shadow self, which is a good thing. Okay, I feel like when you get around those who broke your heart, you turn off. It's like you turn off. Your voice turns off. You turn into this energy right here. A sense of not belonging, a sense of now feeling like the victim. And there's this thing with the Page of Swords that was in your pre-spread in the beginning of your next 72. It's more so like, does anyone see this shit? And I feel like the more and more you speak your truth voluntarily, the more and more it gets hectic. All right. What is feminine energy for Libra in the next 72? We have the Will again. So we have the 10 of Wands representing the Will as well. Then we have the Will here. You have whoever, this could be many people. If you just really write down all the people who broke your heart, whatever they're orchestrating or whatever they've been accumulating against you, it was just to prevent you from establishing healthier relationships. Those who would help you heal this energy. That's for some of you Libras. Also with these two wheels, this is feminine energy and shadow energy. This is letting me know that there's success, whether it's in your shadow or your I'm always having difficult being able to explain this. Because you could be in your higher self and your shadow self, and then I say higher self. So it's like you're either way, you're successful in your shadow self, and you can be successful in your light. But what's going to be the big bang is being successful and balancing them out into your wholeness. And I feel like that wholeness is the voice of your truth. What does that have to do with the next 72? Watch. It's like it's that feeling like making a believer out of you. You're making a believer out of people who didn't believe in you. Masculine energy is the Queen of Pentacles. This lets me know that your masculine energy is responsible. Very responsible. I like that. I hope you did too. Someone who wasn't responsible is now becoming responsible. Responsible with their finances. Responsible of how and when to allow people into your personal space. Our past personal events, the moments where we tell people our experiences. This ending and beginning is giving me High Priestess energy, bringing life to a situation. The balance of shadow and dark. Dark and light. As I'm looking at this voice of truth, I'm hearing, put on the full armor of God that ye should be able to fight the wiles of the devil. For others of you, it's put on the full armor of God. So ye should be able to fight against the wiles of the enemy. That devil is a Capricorn. And the way I said that, it's not in a religious way. Let's pull a romantic oracle. You're being wise in the next 72. Wow. Someone doesn't know how to tell you how thankful they are for you. It's like you've taught someone something and they want to come in. They want to come in to tell you how much they appreciate you, but the reason why they haven't did it is because they believe you broke their heart. And I think you feel it's the other way around. Like it may not cross your mind that you think that you've hurt someone. It says, free yourself. It's time to take back control over your life. And I feel like it's gravitating off of this voice of truth. Does that say Juan or Joan of the Arc? You have to excuse me. Let me read this. It says, standing strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution, and speak your truth. If you have some kind of platform, continue to speak your truth, because we did have the Page of Swords, and like I said, it's not a crime for people to watch you. You may be feeling victimized, Let it go. Don't feed it. That's that shadow energy of the Ten of Wands. You're more free than what you can see or feel. And that's why the Queen of Swords here is saying, I release you. It's like being confronted by this energy that's trying to paralyze you. And it's like, I release you. No. All right. Let's see what your, let's shed some light on your reading. That's why it says free yourself. You have to speak that into existence. You have to free yourself in the next 72 from victimizing yourself or playing the victim or releasing yourself from those who have hurt you. Truly doing it wholeheartedly. You don't have to prove to anyone that you are responsible. It shows. Some of you Libras, it's like your new cycles. You go through these new cycles, but have you ever experienced a full cycle of actually truly feeling free? Some of you may think that people think that you're trying too hard. No, you're not. You're free. And those who think that you're trying too hard, they're so used to being informal that they have adapted to the expectations of what is supposed to be normal. No, that feels like a prison. Anyhow, let's shed some light on your reading, Libra. That's what it is. It's not even a rumor. It's broadcast news. Everybody, Libra gets to go through the cosmic gateway. Who are you, Libra, to get this kind of favor? Because you learned how to get rid of your endings and you've learned how to push through your beginnings. This is not something that you learn overnight. This is more than just experiencing things that hurt you or makes you feel like you have no room to grow, to be. Who are you to have the authority to believe in your own belief system? I feel like the cosmos is granting you this, or giving you permission, if you are a business owner or you're releasing some kind of project, digital, something that has to do with helping others, get out of this energy. Whatever it is that you do, it's been approved, it has been stamped in the courts, in the spiritual justice systems. I'm telling you, the gavel said, all that favors, everyone said aye. Moving forward, let's shed some light on your reading. It says awakening, Libra. It says energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. I'm hearing a welcome to your soul family, welcome to your soul tribe. It's going to make sense as you go down this path. The reason why I'm being told not to say journey is an unknown. This path is something that you have planned and orchestrated. So if there is any tower moments that are unexpected, you are prepared. Okay, I'm looking at the King of Cups. You are prepared. All right. Don't forget, love is kind. Should I pull you a angel guide? No, we're going to go ahead and stop there. Don't forget, love is kind, love is gentle. We can always go back to the beginning of this reading, Libra, so that you can kind of get the overall of what you need to focus on. These are just additional channeled messages. Some of you literally just come just to see what, light needs to be shed. Some of you just come to see masculine and feminine energy. It just depends. Okay, we have rebel, challenges, and obstacles. Foolish energy, your goddess oracle. Shadow energy, feminine, masculine, romantic oracles, and shedding light. I am no longer doing behind the scenes in your next 72s. It has been exchanged with what it is that you need to focus on. Okay. And pertaining to this gateway, it's kind of like, don't tell yourself, it's kind of like going to go apply for something. Already know that it's yours. No negative thinking. You already have access. You have access. That's what I'm hearing. Oh, let me give you your affirmation for your next 72. That's what they do. Those who don't have, it feels like those who were denied this cosmic gateway, the fact that you have been approved, that's why there's that interruption of trying to keep you in this place of victim, or making you feel like you're a bastard child, or making you feel like what it says, an orphan, or the black sheep, or that you don't belong, or you're just this person who just always talk about negativity. It's like, no, you're releasing your voice of truth to allow people to know that you have experience. What is the affirmation for Libra? Like I said, I'm proud of you, Libra, that you were bold enough to sacrifice yourself and place your own self on the scales. Oh, it says, I am conquering my illness. I am defeating it steadily each day. And I feel like that's a mindset. Okay. Oh, okay. Don't forget, love is kind, Libra. Love is gentle. And that is you and I.